Hi, it's Angie over at Angie's Beyond the Lecture, and today's quick video is on reason, or I guess questionnaire number 2. Question: what motivates me to do my work? So this is it right here. This is my daughter Sophia. So when I left my corporate job about 2 or 3 months ago, and very excited to be doing that, and of course be around her more often, and schedule flexibility as well. Okay, so these two are like your basic questions. Why do people want to go and work for themselves? Of course, I want to be my own boss too, as well, and I've been largely doing that for the past 15, almost 20 years. So when the company I was working for decided to bring everyone back in the office full time, I thought, well, this is a good this it's a good time for me to leave. So no harm, no foul. It's their right to do that, and I decided to opt out and go back to working for myself. So those are two main reasons: A, be my own boss; B, be with my child more at home. And it's always fun, believe me. Okay, and another note on when I left my job here a few months ago, that when I walked in, it was one of the last days I was there. I walked in and the HR manager said, "Hey, what's your status with your desk? Do you need anything?" And I looked at her, I said, "I'm sorry, I'm giving my notice today." And I gave her, some of the reasons. And, part of it was, simply calling us back in the office full time. And I actually had other work that I could fall back on, as far as like working for myself and doing tutoring and helping my dad with his other business. So, and she's like, "You sound really excited." I go, "Yes." She's like, "You made the right decision." Okay, so I had to switch venues real quick. Someone wanted to keep coming in the video, but I wanted to take a moment and talk about the marketing conference that I went to a few days back. And there was a panel, and this panel discussion went on for some time. And at the very end, someone asked, "What is your why?" And I was like, good question, right? Because they talked about all kinds of aspects of business, but this guy really wanted to know why do you keep doing what you're doing? So that really made me think. And of course, I do have a mission statement out on my website that explains, why I do this sort of work. It's to help students understand the more difficult math and science concepts, right? That's pretty reasonable, right? But why? Why do I continue doing this? Why have I been doing this for almost 2 decades? And one of the panelists answered something that I would have probably said similarly. He talked about serving his community. And, he was in marketing, but I'm in tutoring, different sectors, but still the same goal, and that's to serve our community. So, to dive a little bit deeper into that, I like to share my knowledge, okay? And I hope it's beneficial. So, for instance, I tell people when I put my videos up, "Hey, you can check out my website. I have the review sheets from these videos. I also have other information. If they can benefit, great. And if they sign up for tutoring with me, that's awesome. You'll have to get some business through that and make a living." And if they don't, that's okay too, right? And they can also find other resources, other websites or tutors that are out there that may have a meaningful, impact on them as well. And I know they're out there. I've used them. And also too, I used tutors when I was in college. So I was working for some time before I went back to school. And man, there were a couple times I needed help, especially in the beginning. And I sought tutoring services at the college I was at, and also, a private tutor a couple times. And it was immeasurably helpful. So I wanted to answer that question in a more in-depth way. Again, it was question number 2. How do you stay motivated in your work? So that's it. That's it. Thank you for watching again. Okay, somebody wanted to say goodbye. So what do you say?
Thanks for watching. Bye.